Greetings everyone, Rackender here. Welcome back to the channel. Today got a new video for you guys. As you can see here, we ain't gonna be doing too much gameplay wise. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and give you a reaction to one of the new champions that's being revealed in Legends of Runeterra. I've been keeping up a little with all of the new champion reveals. I'm super excited for Taric and Lulu. Both of them look really fun. Taric in particular has the whole gem kind of synergy going with him, though I'm not sure if those two will end up meshing in the grand scheme. But you know, the idea of the gems I think is very fun and interesting to me. I really like these burst spells that can only be played proactively. I think that's a very interesting restriction onto the cards. And I'm a big fan of combo decks. I've been playing a ton of Ezreal Twisted Fate lately. I like being able to play multiple cards per turn. I'm not a fan of the whole mid-range archetypes where you just play stuff on curve and try to win out through board control. But anyway, I thought it would be a pretty good time to, make a video. I can talk about some of the cards that we've already seen through Lulu and Taric, and then obviously all of the new cards that is being revealed today with the Taric reveal, or the Trundle reveal, I'm sorry, Trundle. As a League of Legends player, I will go ahead and mention that so far, Riot has been spot on with the flavor of both of the champions. Taric and Lulu both play and feel like their League of Legends counterpart. So I'm really curious, I'm really curious how this will play out with Trundle, because he's a little bit of an odd one when it comes to League of Legends. His kit is somewhat outdated by modern League standards, so I'm really curious to see how he'll translate into card form. But yeah, so filler arc activated. We're just going to do some simple stuff today. Let's go ahead and have a good time. Let's check out the new Trundle. All right, so put my headset on full screen. Hopefully audio is good. Bam.
King of Trolls coming through.
Smashes the competition. Okay, we're on HD. All right. When I'm summoned, create an ice pillar in hand. Whoa. So already pretty good in terms of the flavor and league reference there. That's pretty neat.
Get ready for a beatdown.
5 mana, 4/6. That's a really solid stat line. He also has regen. Trundle looking pretty strong right now. See what Ice Pillar is. Oh, it's a 8 mana. Do I get to see it?
You got a problem?
Regenning up. I think he's gonna play Ice Pillar this turn.
Look angry.
There. Oh no. Ice Quake. Whoa. Give all units -3 this round. Deal 3 to all units. Freljord getting a lot more kind of removal type stuff, a lot more AoE. This is only one this is 1 mana short of, wait, no, Ruination's 8, right? No, Ruination's 9. Never mind. My bad. Gotta remember some of my mana cost. It's been a hot minute. So it's 1 mana cheaper than Ruination, but it doesn't kill your own units, so that can be positive or negative. So that's a pretty, I think that'll be an okay card.
It's always cold.
Basically a more powerful avalanche, so to speak. All right, so new keyword Behold. This was actually revealed in before Trundle. So if you behold an 8+ cost card, grant an ally Overwhelm and Regeneration. Whoa, that's actually pretty neat. I really enjoy this keyword, by the way. As someone who played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, I really like these types of synergies. I'm a much bigger fan of more synergistic play and archetypal play. So I really like seeing some of these like more combo heavy things coming up. Though not sure if this will, obviously Behold right now has been kind of lacking in terms of what its capabilities are so far, but I do like the idea, and it also gives you a lot of room to develop new types of stuff. So pretty neat. He's probably going to give Trundle Overwhelm. He's going to give it to give it the Bull Elnuck Overwhelm. Okay, okay. I want to see what the Ice Pillar does. All right, there we go. So whoa, holy crap. Play, refill 8 mana. What the hell? Play and round start, give the strongest enemy vulnerable this round. Whoa, that is cool. That is a really, I love this. It's also 8 mana, which pretty much enables all of the Behold, like this is kind of starting to feel more like, it's kind of like the Freljord version of Deep, so to speak. Where you play Trundle, you basically enables the entire like archetype, and it's a very late game focused archetype, similar to Deep in some ways. That is fascinating. Oh, well, that's a sick animation. Go get buff when you go big. When I'm summoned, create an Ice Pillar in hand, so that he keeps that. He has Overwhelm now. I don't think did he have Overwhelm in the past? No, he did not have Overwhelm. So now he has Overwhelm. And then he will, on attack, grant him 1/0 for each 8+ card you behold. So does that mean every card that activated its behold? Or does that mean for each? We'll see. Excuse me. So this is +2. I think Behold is also on field, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, okay. New expansion. I'm excited. Trundle looks pretty awesome. Definitely some stuff there, but I'm excited for it. I can get behind that. So, we also have cards that got revealed with Tarek. So let's go ahead. Man, why do I keep saying Tarek? With Trundle, let's go ahead and I think it's because of this recommended here. I'm pretty sure it's like Tarek right in the mix of everything, so my brain just immediately goes to Tarek. So we're on the Legends of Runeterra page. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the cards. Those are the 2 videos. Yeah, this is the Behold keyword, right? Bonus if you have a type of card in play or in hand. So it's for each. So the attack for Trundle, go ahead and move on back here real quick, is a Behold attack. So he has to have, so he gets 2 more attack because he's got the 8 mana card in hand and the 8 mana card in play. So, okay, okay. And then now we can go ahead and drop down. We got, that's the Lulu cards. Where's the Trundle? There we go. So we got the Trundle cards here. Let's go ahead and see. So we got Trundle, Ice Pillar, Augur of the Old Ones. All right, let's see. So Replez. Okay, this one's a Targon card, by the way. So wait, yeah, this one's Targon, this one's Targon, and these are all Freljord over here. So we got the Trundle's Ice Quake. Oh, so that's his champion spell. That's not too bad. Not too bad. So I guess the Ice Pillar is not going to be a real card. That kind of makes sense. That might actually be ridiculous if this was a real card. Like if this, if you could play this outside of Trundle, that would be kind of insane. Revitalizing Roar. Pick a unit in your hand to reveal. Heal your Nexus by its power. Enlightened. Reduce its cost to 0. Whoa! Ah, man. I'm loving these extra, like all of these additional effects. Like, this is something that they've been doing with this reveal lately. Like, they've been kind of making some of the effects a little bit more nuanced and complicated, and I really like that. I want more interactions and more, like, unique effects going off. I don't really care too much when it comes to, like very generic, like, just straightforward cards. Like, that's something that we've seen a lot of. Like, Mystic Shot, just deal 2 damage. Get Excited, deal 3 damage. Like, they're not very... like, they're good cards, and it's, you know, we do need those types of cards in a card game. Those very specific like generic cards that you can toss into decks, but I do love seeing some of these more like interesting effects happening. The Ice Pillar, the Revitalizing Roar. These are very expensive cards. I'm not sure. Maybe this will make ramp a little bit. This actually might improve ramp decks quite a lot. Like if you can move, like add copies of Revitalizing Roar maybe as a 2 of, and then there's some of the mana ramping cards that we've been introduced to with the other. I think the Behold status introduced a few. Yeah. So this one. If you Behold an 8 mana card, get an extra mana gem this round, for this one at least. So that with these we could maybe see some more ramping going on. Catalyst of Aeons is still a card, and then there's the Overwhelm Plunder mana gem card that allows you to get a mana gem if you get the Plunder activated. So you can see some of that. All right, so Broadback Protector. Why is this such a crappy quality? Is there a way for me to? I feel like this image is lower quality. Oh well. Let's go back to this. Alright, so anyway, round start, heal your Nexus 3. Deal damage to me equal to the amount healed. Whoa! This guy gives regeneration, so you can like have this guy on the field. And then this guy... Like this is a 2/7. That's a pretty damn good stat line. That's not a... I don't know if this will be like... super... like competitive. It depends on how well the build for mana ramp becomes. I do feel like if this adds a lot of power to some of the end game strategies that Freljord likes to play, I could easily see this being a really powerful. But we do. This guy's in Targon, by the way, so we have to make sure we're paying a little bit of attention to that. I wonder how, if Targon has more cards that kind of support this synergy, we might be able to see some stronger control decks coming out of this. Basically giving us control decks outside of Shadow Isles, because right now Shadow Isles is like the main, like when you think of control decks, it's Shadow Isles or Ionia. Both of those two are like the only regions that you can really make work with control at the moment due to the way that their cards and effects play out. But this might give us a new control archetype outside of those two regions, which would be pretty neat. And then this guy, Resplendent Stellacorn. That guy looks. This looks awesome. It's like a kind of phantom unicorn thing going on over here. 5 mana for 5, pretty low stat line. But when you play, heal an ally and your Nexus 3. So, kind of. This one's probably not as good. I do like this card though quite a lot, especially if you curve it out into the this guy, into make like a really solid curve. You could give this guy regen, but the Overwhelm gets kind of wasted. So, it's kind of it's a bit questionable. Do you prioritize the Overwhelm or the regeneration? So probably the Overwhelm. In all honesty, by turn 6, most of the time you're looking to close games out. That's one of the reasons why like late game cards are very like underplayed, depending on what card they are. It's because the game speed, for most decks, like by turn 6, you're trying to close games out, or like you're just barely hanging on as like a control stally deck. So you want to be able to give something huge this Overwhelm, and I'm not quite sure Trundle would fit. I could imagine this guy being played in like some Demacia Freljord combos, given like Cithria or given something Overwhelm. If you go for like a Cithria play, that could be pretty sick. Given like a Scout Overwhelm or in regeneration, I'm really curious if anybody might start experimenting with this in like as a one-off in other regions. That would be pretty neat. But I think Trundle's gonna be a solid card. Like, 5 mana for 6, that's a fantastic stat line. Compared to other 5-drops, we have like Garen, Vi. We have Garen and like Vi. He won't be able to kill Vi, which is somewhat of a problem. But And he won't be able to kill Garen, but he'll be able to survive Garen. And he'll be able to, depending on how much they build the Vi up, he could survive Vi as well. So, yeah, I think he's going to be a fairly solid card. And Ice Pillar is a awesome. I really like this card. Oh no, it's. Ooh, never mind. I don't know why, but I for some reason thought it was a spell, and you could use spell. Okay, I don't know why I thought that. So yeah, this is just a straight up unit that you get summoned into your hand, or added to your hand. It does refill the mana when you play it, so like you could play this on turn 8 and still make something happen. So yeah, like playing this on turn 8 to enable like a potential finisher. And then Trundle will also level up when you do that. And since you get your mana back, you can do a lot of stuff. Like if your opponent's playing Ruination and you go for like a finishing blow with the Ice Pillar, your opponent will just ruinate, and then you have 8 mana to actually make something happen. So that's pretty good. I like this card. It also just gives you a free Behold into your hand so that you can activate all of these Behold stuff. So I'm liking it. I'm liking a lot of these cards. Honestly, like just diversifying the types of interactions that we can experience. I'm really liking their approach to some of these more nuanced and I guess more complicated effects. I like seeing these, like, I don't know, it's kind of some of the Yu-Gi-Oh bias coming in. I know Yu-Gi-Oh has its problems, but it's still my favorite card game. And I like having some of these more nuanced and complicated effects that can really prove really kind of provide that clear gap between the experienced players and the lower tiered players. Like if you play, I don't know, this might just be a minor rant, but like if you're playing mid-range Demacia or something, like any player can really pick that up and do fairly well. But anyway, that's a topic for like another day maybe. So, but I really like that. I'm really interested to seeing how some of these synergies will work. I wonder if Trundle would be considered for like a support, maybe playing with Tarek. So, and then we got Lulu cards. Might as well go ahead and briefly talk about some of these other cards. These have already gone through, but Lulu I think is so far my favorite out of the reveals. I really like the way like these spells that she generates and her additional support abilities. So like help picks is really neat. It has that diversity that you can have in the game, but it also has some restrictions on it. I really like that you can't cast it mid-combo or mid-combat or in response to spells, because it is a very powerful card, like giving something barrier or giving something vulnerable, but you have to use it proactively. You can't use it defensively, so I like that. Lulu's Whimsy is a fantastic card as well. I really like the design of the card. Well, I mean, Whimsy in general, like this will be a main deckable card for sure. I think Whimsy is going to be solid. It might not be an auto 3-go, but it will certainly be something that you'll want to put into your deck. Especially, it's a little more meta dependent, because if they're playing cards that don't get super countered by this, it just becomes kind of a dead card. But I feel like this will always have some kind of use. You can use it during combat. You can use it to like counter their like big They Who Endure plays. You can do a lot of stuff with this. And then the rest are just kind of there. Pix is kind of whatever. This one's whatever. But the whole support getting synergy. Support was one of my favorites, if not my favorite kind of what's the word? My favorite strategy or tactic that the game offered, because the game is very like one of the most unique aspects of Runeterra is the nuanced combat interactions. And support really added layers to that, but it wasn't as good because you know, you have to dedicate an attack, and then that leaves them to be vulnerable to blocking. And then there's also the emergence of a lot of spells that just kind of bypass the combat phase in general, and you can, you know, it's a very risky archetype, because like if Tarek just dies before you can even get the attack off, then you know you're losing a ton of value for that. So, and there's a lot of really powerful spells. Like spells in this game are incredibly strong. So, but I've always really enjoyed that. I played a lot of Shen. I played Shen. Was it Shen Lux? I think it was Shen Lux. And that was a lot of fun. Stand United is one of my favorite cards in the game. I really like the switching units around idea. I think it's very fascinating. But so I'm really happy to finally see more support for the support mechanic. So I'm really excited to see what else they have to reveal. They said, I think they had like 7 champions they were going to reveal. So that's 3 down. I could be mistaken. I wonder if they have. Let's see if they can, if they have it on their website real quick. Runeterra.com news. Building a better card game. I think they mentioned that they were going to. Yeah, so 89 collectible cards with 7 champions. So we've already got 3. We got 4 more. I'm curious how many Targon cards there will be, or if they're going to do the rest. Like, are the rest of these cards going to be the other regions, or are they going to include some more Targon? I'm really curious. Because, right, 7. How many regions? There's what? Bilgewater, Ionia, Demacia, Noxus, Freljord, Piltover. There's 6, right? Shadow Isle. So there's 7. There's 7 regions right now. So one region's going to get no champion if they do all the regions. So okay. But yeah, Trundle looks hella awesome. I'm excited to see what they can do with him and what the rest of the expansions are going to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was, you know, kind of whatever. It's just a short, quick video that I can make for today because I'm in my filler arc / training arc phase of YouTube. I've been working on video editing. I'm actually going to immediately go and take some work on some of my Skillshare stuff. So I'm really excited to build up this experience, build up this skill set of mine, and come back strong and swinging. I got a lot of video ideas I want to mess with, and I'm really excited. Been playing a lot of different games, experiencing a lot of different content. I'm really excited to start making some better videos for you guys. But anyway, that's today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you like Trundle. What are your thoughts on the new champion and cards below? Let me know. And as always, hit the like button, because if you enjoyed the video, of course. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Later.